Please use the chat window and type there. And do you have any exposure to any of the Agile frameworks? So your name, years of experience, and exposure to any Agile frameworks. And the industry you belong to. Can you use the chat window and type? Okay, so 11 years Scrum and IT industry. Suresh 16 years and CSM certified and scaled agilist. Okay. And Vishnu 14 years CSM certified and IT industry. Okay. Okay. Sharath has 4 years as a Scrum Master and BFSI domain and IT in 13 years. Neha has 12 years of experience in Scrum and IT industry. Ajit had 15 years of experience and 2 years as a Scrum Master in IT industry. Amita had 10 years of experience and 10 years Scrum certified IT industry. Somnath had 12 years of experience in mechanical design, recently moved to IT domain. Okay. Okay. Senthil had a CRM consulting experience, CSM certified and a PBA. Okay. 16 years. Okay. So most of you are already a Scrum certified, right? So have you anywhere seen Agile implemented as it is? Let's do this as interactive as possible. Have you seen the Scrum or any of the Agile practice implemented as it is, or is it customized?
It gets customized.
It gets customized, right? So the thing is, like, hey, let me introduce myself. I am Shivaram. I have 25 plus years of experience, 17 years in IT, and from past 7-8 years, I've been an independent management consultant working across different industries. I have an experience of both traditional project management as well as Agile. Again, to be honest, I have been part of both successful as well as a failed traditional projects as well as Agile projects. So that is a brief intro about myself. So one of the important things is even Scrum Alliance clearly says out of 100 projects which are getting implemented, maybe only 10 to 20% are implementing exactly what is there in the Scrum. 10-20% says like they are very happy with the waterfall. So what is happening to rest of the 80% or 60-70%? They are implementing hybrid, which is a combination of traditional and Agile. So that is the place where the ACP is a little different from the other certifications. So the important part of Agile ACP is it covers about Scrum, it covers about Lean, it covers about XP, it covers about DSDM Attern. In addition to the frameworks, it also needs preparing the people, right? So that Agile coaching aspects are also covered in this and prioritization techniques. So that is one of the important thing which is different from one certification. ACP is not just only one framework, it is as a combination. So it will help you to speak to different stakeholders and convincing them. That is the primary thing what I wanted to highlight here. So why the PMI-ACP? If you take, as I mentioned to you here, organizations out of 100 projects getting executed across the world, since most of you are already Scrum experienced, 30-40% of the companies or projects are really needing agile. Rest of the things can do waterfall or hybrid. So the need for the business to do the things little as per the dynamic business situations. So that is the place where the agile as a concept itself, got picked up from maybe 1990s. Today we are actually hearing agile. What a recent study says is every minute in a Google, roughly 2,75,000 times agile is the word which is searched by people across different industries. So that means agile has become a term which is used on a day-to-day basis. However, the statistics also says that out of 100 companies planning for agile, only 13 to 20% of the companies are successful in implementing agile. 10 to 15% are going to the traditional, and rest of the people are always having the challenges in transiting from traditional to agile, and they're having a lot of challenges. So that is the place where the market is for agile aspects. So now you may ask me, like, someone someone who is trained on Scrum or one or two frameworks can comfortably implement agile, but at the end of the day, when you are implementing the agile, the senior management are the key decision makers. Maybe some of these guys are PMP certified. When you go with a PMI certification, since they have a affinity towards PMI, they would open up in discussing with you. And ACP also covers some of the traditional agile, a PMBOK way. When you communicate to them in that way, you will have a better buy-in, because the Scrum Alliance also says that the success and failure of the agile projects is one of the top reason is the support from the senior management. So you will be able to speak to them in that particular language when you undergo a ACP, because it covers many frameworks across. So as I mentioned to you, the ACP is the one which is covering not just one framework, multiple frameworks. And it is also covering about uh, the Scrum Master, Product Owner, and also some of the coaching aspects and lean value stream mapping. So which would help you to implement Agile in different industries. So the thing is, like, there is an agile body of knowledge, PMI-ACP. Example, if you take PMBOK, PMI itself had a PMBOK, project management body of knowledge, which is on the traditional project management. Till 4th edition, there was very little information mentioned about project management, PMBOK, and agile in PMBOK. 5th edition, they started speaking few aspects about agile. By the time they came to the 6th edition, they have a agile practice guide straightly mentioned in that. And the 7th edition of PMBOK is actually, if you look, this is going towards agile, a very clear indicator. Down the line, maybe next 10, 15 years, agile is the one which is going to have a good market demand. Again, on the other side, if you see that technology changes, particularly IoT, big data, artificial intelligence, and smart factories sort of a thing, smart cities. Most of these are speaking about multiple technologies, multiple things getting implemented. Those are not one simple thing like I take a system, I plan everything and I implement. There are a lot of internal and external factors involved in that. And that is actually opening up new opportunities for a project manager who is having an experience of both traditional and agile. And if you have a traditional project experience with ACP, you will be like a combination of both. So for whom this ACP is really useful? Most of us like might have started our career as a developer, project lead, maybe project manager, or some of you might have become an architect. Some might be a business analyst, becoming an on-site coordinator. Like that, we have transition of our roles have happened. Now, In case of an agile, some of those things are not there in case of an agile. But when you take, at the same time, when you take the concepts like safe and scaled agile, etc., again the governance aspects are coming into the picture. So in today's world, even if your organization doing traditional project management, out of 100 projects getting executed, 70% or maybe 60% may be in traditional and 40% are agile. So you need to have a knowledge on both of these things. So that is the reason we say not only the agile roles, even the traditional delivery managers, project managers, program managers also have to know about agile. So the certification, particularly when it comes to the salaries, certified versus non-certified, this is the difference, which is again across different industries and across the world. So the Scrum Master or ACP certified, a business analyst, Agile coach, if you look into this, Agile coach and Scrum Master, ACP, they have always a competitive edge over a traditional project management. So the eligibility with respect to since I had all our participants who are coming here have already a agile experience, I am not explaining about traditional and agile. Do you want me to explain difference between traditional and agile?
Just a quick one you can give just for the context to set up.
Okay, so I will do that. Okay, so there are two types the way the projects can be done. One is a traditional mode. A traditional mode is the projects where the scope can be reasonably clearly defined. Based on that, schedule and cost can be derived, and then we will be working towards that. Suppose I wanted to construct 10-floor building. Each floor should have 20 apartments. In this type of a project, things are reasonably clear. So I can define the scope, and based on the scope, I am actually deriving schedule and the cost. So that can be thought as a traditional project management. So it is more a plan driven. You have a project manager and the team, and there will be always some sort of a command control mechanism. That is a traditional project management. 60% of the projects still need traditional project management. It is not because we are coming for an agile webinar, traditional project management is not gone. Still 50-60% of the projects are getting executed in agile, in traditional, but 40% of the projects across the world need agile. So what is this agile about? Think of a situation like this. A physical bookstore who is selling the books, he has a threat for his business that his books, if you don't sell the books online, he will be out of business. Now, in this case, he need to launch a book portal. Now, for launching a book portal, can he say, I will launch a portal after 1 year, a full-fledged portal? Will he be in the business if he does like that? No, right? He need to come up with a basic book portal, and then maybe he need to add additional features little later. So if I don't come with a business online book portal, take the example of COVID itself. Say my business is selling the books in a bookstore, my own bookstore is there, and my revenue was coming for me from the physical visit of the customers. Unfortunately, because of the COVID, people are not no longer coming to the stores. Now I need to launch a online book portal within 30 days to 45 days, a basic portal. Then I can give advanced features little later. Such sort of a dynamic situations, the agile is going to really help us. And that is the place where the project managers, traditional project managers versus agile project managers or agile experts are, they can quickly respond to the business needs, which would lead to growth in the hierarchy, because in a aggressive deadlines, aggressive timelines, how do you deliver? That is what is agile about. So I hope it is clear the difference between a traditional and agile. A book portal may take 12 months, but Agile is delivering something within 30 to 45 days, the minimum needed, so that I can launch my portal and start the online business. Got it, right? Is everyone clear the difference between traditional and Agile?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
sure.
that's the reason I said 30-40% of the projects need Agile. 60% can comfortably get executed in a traditional model. Now, let me come back to the eligibility. Number one, you need to have a traditional degree, secondary degree for this ACP. 2000 hours of a traditional project experience in last 5 years. And 1500 hours of a agile experience. Agile doesn't mean only Scrum. It could be any of the agile methods, lean, maybe iterative, incremental. It could be any of those things. And you should have attended 21 hours of a learning. By attending 2 days of an ACP training, you will get 16 hours plus 5 hours of an self-learning is also there from StarAgile. If you attend that, then you will be eligible for that 21 hours. Is it clear for everybody what is the eligibility for the ACP? So it is actually not only looking at knowledge, it is looking for your experience also, which is unique in this certification. Got it, right? Your agile experience. Anyone had any doubts on this particular eligibility?
No.
No. Okay. So, so the examination process, if you take, you have to go to pmi.org, register and log in, and you need to give project by project your experience, that 2000 hours of traditional experience and 1500 hours of an agile experience. When you attend this training of PMI-ACP classroom, online session with self-learning, and once you get that 21 hours, that you need to mention that you attended the ACP training and submit your application. If your application sometimes randomly may go for audit, if it goes for an audit, you need to get it, your experience need to be endorsed, the people whom you have mentioned in your experience. And then if it is not going for an audit, randomly it will go. Some may go or some may not go. If it doesn't go for an audit, then you can pay the exam fees and write the exam within 1 year from the day you have paid the exam fees. Suppose your application has gone for an audit. You submitted the necessary documents needed for that audit. If it is cleared, then you will be eligible for paying the exam fees and writing the exam. Now you can write the exam at a prometric center, or you can write at your home. When you are writing the exam at your home, you will be fully monitored. The difference between the other certifications and ACP is there will be 120 questions for you in the exam. Those are all actually these situational questions which will check your agile mindset. And while writing the exam for 3 hours, when you are writing in an exam center, it is like a GRE GMAT exam. It is not an open book exam. It is a exam where you are writing based on your experience and the expertise. When you are writing the exam from your home, you will be monitored throughout the 3 hours, which is very clearly saying that you are writing from your experience. That is what is the beauty compared to the other certifications. And PMI is known for its toughness in terms of certifications. PMP is one of the valued certification from the PMI world. And as I mentioned to you earlier, 60-70% of the senior management in many of the companies are either PMPs or PGMPs. When they see a certification from PMI on Agile side, they may be more receptive to that. So the exam is, I would recommend you to write a computer based exam. The exam fees for the PMP, if you are a member, is $335, and if you are a non-member, it is a $435. Okay, and paper based, let us skip that. It may not be applicable for you here. So strategies, mainly when it comes to PMI ACP exam, ACP handbook is one of the most important reference for anyone to write for the exam. So they will be evaluated on those. It will not be a straightforward question like what is the role of so and so, like that. They would give you a situation and they will try to look into what sort of an agile behaviors you are exhibiting. And it doesn't assume you are only a scrum master, you are only a product owner. It will mention you are a product owner, what will you do? If you are a agile coach, what will you do? So it actually makes the preparation of ACP itself makes you think like different stakeholders. Your ability to convince the other people in actual implementation of agile will significantly improve. Certification is only one aspect, but you need to be exhibiting at your workplace, right? So that is one of the things which would happen for you when you are undergoing this, because you are no longer reading only one framework, you are getting exposed to multiple frameworks. So even if you come with a hybrid, it is not like you are experimenting. You are actually extracting some of the aspects and coming up with your a hybrid approach. So again, the other important thing is you need to write a lot of practice tests. There will be some mock exams which you need to prepare while after attending the class. So you have to spend at least 1 month to 1.5 months of an unlearning and relearning for writing a ACP exam. Any queries or doubts till now, please use the chat window. Let's make it as interactive as possible, or you can unmute, whatever you are comfortable with.
Yeah, hello, Shubham. This is Srini
Mm.
from online. I have two questions. One is like I have already Scrum certified Scrum Master from Scrum Alliance, which is organized by StarAgile,
Yes.
and Safe Agilist also. Safe Agilist I did.
Okay.
So, how does makes my profile stronger? This ACP or either PMI or which or SPC, safe SPC I can go, because I have the 15 years of IT experience, and where I worked as a release management and Scrum Master now currently, and earlier also test manager, senior stream test manager, and delivery manager I worked.
Okay. So Srini, what is the which direction you wanted to go, have your career to move into?
So move into its management side. See, the 15 years of experience, and we can now that technology is a trending changing. So everything is going to the development side. But I would better to look into the next level of management positions.
Are you a PMP?
No.
Okay, okay. So, but I mean, again, that is one of the things which you would have done already. But no problem. Even PMI itself is actually transforming PMP also into agile. So
Mm-hmm.
in that way, PMI itself, PMP is there, right? Traditional project management.
Yes.
So that itself is getting transformed into agile from 2nd January onwards.
Mm-hmm.
You have 50% traditional and 50% agile. So
Okay.
in that way, if you have a certification from PMI, as I mentioned to you earlier, see, let me explain about me. I am a PMP. I'm an Agile certified practitioner. I am a PMI PBA. I'm a certified Scrum Master, certified Scrum Product Owner, certified Scrum Practitioner. Prince 2 has their own Agile, DSDM attend. I'm a foundation and a structure, foundation and a practitioner certified. I'm a Kanban certified. So I do not have any particular affinity towards one particular thing. I invested on multiple things. Got it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but in the management side, 60-70% of the people, see, Agile came only less than 20 years, right? But
Yes.
we had a traditional project management for years together, and majority of the people in the senior management have PMI known very well. So having a certification on that direction can help you. That's only one of my guidance. Since you are saying going to the management side, whereas if you have answered me saying that I want to go into technical side, then I might have asked you to get yourself certified on DevOps and those aspects. Got it, right?
Yes, yes. Even the yes. So recently, last 5 months, I struggled a lot to clear the AWS Solution Architect.
Mm.
Finally, I cleared. So two attempts, I missed with only 1 mark every time. When I'm writing, it's a proctored exam, and one time it is disconnected because of the mumming of reading the questions a bit loud. And
Mm.
third attempt, I have taken to the exam center and I cleared.
Okay.
So
So
and
in that way, having a PMI certification will help you because most of the top management, somebody will be certified on the PMI thing.
Okay. No,
And
my
it is
question.
covering more concepts than just only one Scrum, right?
Okay. No. My main question is already have the Scrum certifications. Either better to go with the PMP or either PMI, ACP.
Okay. Can you give me a little more background about you?
Okay, so well, from overall 15 years of experience, 3 years I worked as a developer, and the latter 12 years working as working in the testing domain side, where career started test engineer, different roles, coordinator and test lead and test manager, senior test manager, and offshore delivery manager, and again as a working as a scrum master now. So these are my
Okay.
and
So, I mean, since you are more
recent,
into the QA side, right?
yes, recently completed DevOps, these AWS Solution Architect certified from AWS, and also Prince 2 4 years ago, Prince 2 foundational and practitioner also completed.
Yes, since
And
you have already Prince 2, maybe it will be a double investment if you go for a PMP.
okay.
Go
Mm-hmm.
for an ACP. Suppose you did not say me Prince 2, maybe I would have said like go for a PMP.
Mm-hmm.
But again, as I said, right, from 2nd January onwards, the pattern of exam is changing.
Okay.
Since you are also into the QA and you are also from the IT department, if you are from IT, I would say you go for ACP. If you are from a non-IT, not every project moved to Agile there.
Okay.
There I would have asked you to go for a PMP. Got it, right?
Okay, got it.
So I'm a
Second question.
PMP and ACP both certified in both. Okay.
Yeah, I have seen your profile in the attached slide that you have a lot of certifications. It's
Yeah.
nice to
I'm an
have.
enterprise architect, Java JDE architect as well. So I'm a
Mm.
hardcore techie guy moved into this.
Okay. And the second question is now that companies are organizing due to this lockdown, self-learning and all. So we have also got the plural side continuous, and where I completed 20 hours of learning hours. It's an ACP also I have completed. But
Hmm.
by by subscribing this ACP certification through StarAgile, what are the main benefit I will get? And my practical experience, AWS, see, with our knowledge, definitely when we are putting these efforts, at least you definitely, without if you study daily 1 hour or something, you will straight away you will get the 60% marks or 65. But when it is in a 70-75 passing score, you might miss 2 or 3 questions or something, exam you might fail.
Yeah,
So
true.
that from StarAgile, the dumps which we cover, if any like whatever I prepared AWS in the market, none of the question, 1,000 questions I prepared again in the exam, 1,006 is the 65. Next 1,001 question, it is a new again. There is
It
no
will be
chance.
new, absolutely. See, if you have asked me the same question maybe 2-3 years ago, I
Mm-hmm.
would have said if you have learned self-learning ACP, that is good enough, because that time they did not add those many situational questions.
Mm-hmm.
From last 2-3 years, I am hearing from many people like PMP, they made ACP also tougher.
Mm-hmm.
Got it right?
Okay.
So I am not sure. I mean, again, it is more about unlearning and relearning here more than anything else.
Okay. All our questions are multiple choice, right? In
All are
ACP.
multiple choice questions, all are situational questions.
Yeah, it's like so AWS solution architect. Yes,
Yeah,
that I have.
situational questions, and PMI is really known for tough situational questions.
Okay.
Okay, in that way, it would actually help. Okay, so and we can also have an offline discussion since I have multiple participants. Let me listen to others, Srini.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Yeah.
And anyhow, you can, I mean, StarAgile will help you if that all you need to get connected to me directly.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Okay, so I have Pavan who is asking, I have a CSM certification, Prince 2 Agile certified. If you want to get into program or project development, will PMI ACP help? Pavan, are you I mean, Prince 2 certified, the DSDM Attorn certified practitioner or foundation?
Both actually.
Both, right? Okay. See, again, like, let me say you,
Yes.
okay, are you, I mean, can you give me a little more background, your background experience? I don't want to say just for the sake of answering something. Can you give me a little background of about you?
Yes, I'm actually currently working as an architect in the embedded development area,
Okay.
and I have about 16 years of experience. So I've been doing architecture and even sometimes development, debugging, etc. But now I want to move into program or product management. So that's my intention. So what exactly would help for me to get into product management?
Product management, say, product management, and you said like you are a technical person, right? Architect is you are a technical person, straightly, right?
Yeah, currently, yes, correct.
Yeah. So, so in that sense, you are already covering Prince 2. Okay. Maybe like to be honest with you, maybe like something pure product development certification can help if you want to go only into product development companies. And
Okay.
that is one. Second is you are into architecture and technical roles, right? So why don't you get into the engineering practices, other aspects, right? You continue technical or you want to go to management? What is your
So I
preference?
want to go to management, but not a, yeah, I want to get into management, but not like a people management, like a project manager who manages people in his team. But I would like to get into management, but in terms of
Okay. Do you want to
managing
go
a
into
product
center of
line
excellence sort of?
or delivering a product.
Do you want to go into center of
Yeah,
excellence like that? Center
yeah,
of
it's like
excellence like
in
that.
product development companies, you have, yeah, correct.
Then ACP would help. See, if you want to go into pure management, I would have said go to PMP. Got it right? See, I can
Correct. Yeah.
understand from
Okay.
you have an affinity towards technology, so go for an ACP because it will cover multiple frameworks, not
Hmm.
just only one framework.
Okay. Okay. Fine. So PMP will concentrate more on people management,
Delivery, yeah,
you are
delivery,
saying, and
delivery. Yes, yes.
yeah. Okay. 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 Fine. Got it.
Okay. So anything specific personal, you can have a call and we'll do that. Okay.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. Great.
Okay. So let me, since I had a different, we had enough discussions on one-to-one. See, one of the important things is ACP is covering at multiple levels. Okay. Because as I mentioned to you, it is not focusing only on one particular framework. It is about transformation from traditional to agile needs multiple aspects. So it is covering about agile mindset, prioritization techniques, engaging different stakeholders across the organization, because it is not you alone doing, you have to travel along with others in the organization. And then that dynamic planning and improvement. So it would cover, some of these are coming from the manufacturing industry and some of them are coming from the traditional, any of the software industry. It's a combination of all distributed across. Soft skills and hard skills together is what you are going to get when you attend a ACP training. Got it right? So if you are implementing a project for a manufacturing industry, your knowledge on lean will help you. You will speak to them in that particular language. A normal software development, maybe we can explain them in a waterfall method. So in that way, you have a combination exposure to multiple things. So on this aspect, is it clear for everyone? These are the 7 domains which we will be covering as a part of a ACP.
Do we
Scrum
have
is only
anything?
one concept among this.
Okay. Is there something similar that we can have for PMI, PMP as well? Means just to understand what are the domains PMI, PMP targets?
Okay, so PMP will cover initiation, planning, execution, monitoring and control, and closure. And it would also cover about 10 knowledge areas, which is like stakeholder management integration, cost, scope, schedule, procurement, communication, and communication, procurement I've already covered. And then quality, like the 10 knowledge areas it would cover. It is more of a, see, till December, it is more of a waterfall. Now they are going to ask some waterfall and some hybrid. So that is not pure agile, frankly speaking. See, that is going to help. See, the way it is from 1st December onwards, a traditional project, sorry, 1st January onwards, a traditional project manager also need to exhibit some agile to execute the projects.
Correct.
So that is what it is going to scale up. Now I have one who is working in UK as an on-site coordinator in finance domain to complete PMP soon. A PMP, if you are planning, I think you are little late now. Maybe you need to wait till May, April, and then get yourself certified. And how many years of experience you have as a, in experience you have here?
You asking me, right?
Yeah, 12
Okay.
years, right? Okay.
Yeah, and yeah, I am okay. Just to give you the background over here, I started my journey as within the IT industry, not as a developer, as a business analyst. Okay.
Okay.
So my journey was little different to the other examples that was given. Okay. And then I moved into the role of the Scrum Master.
Okay.
Okay, so I want my focus area is I am not, I will call myself, even though I know the entire phase of SDLC and everything, okay, in depth, but I call myself as a non-technical guy completely. Okay, even though I know few of the SQL queries and other stuff, which is just basic, just to run your day in and day out job. So I want to totally focus on the management side of it. Means I can then see as in my confusion was basically with PMI-ACP. I know it is targeting many different areas of expertise. How PMI-ACP or Safe Agilist, if someone needs to choose between these two, okay, these I understand these are from two different governing bodies, okay, which will hold more value?
Okay, more than a value, let me ask you in this way. You wanted to say, example, always we have some strong affinity. Example, I started my career as a developer in IBM product Lotus Notes. Okay, then I moved in, I became a project lead, module lead, project manager, but I am always having a strong affinity towards technology. I'm an enterprise architect in Java J2E. Though I did my PMP, I did some of the project management using people management, but I like more about exploring new things where I moved to competency development. So in that way, if you have more affinity towards that business analysis and that particular areas, so then maybe you need to look into get yourself certified on that domain specific certifications.
Okay.
Because that is
Particular.
where it may go scale up as a in that particular area. No, I wanted to get into the management aspects. Then I would actually recommend you to come for an ACP. No, I want to manage people. I want to manage a bigger delivery as a profit and loss. Then maybe I would recommend you a PMP. I hope I have clarified all the three paths.
And what about then Safe? Didn't heard anything about Safe.
Okay, say Safe is again when you wanted to stay into the that chief product owner. Okay, that also will give like a product development, that also will help you because you have a chief product owner and under him multiple product owners, right? So that would also help you in that way.
So between PMI-ACP and PMP, the most recommended one will be PMI-ACP.
Based on your experience. So you are only for 12 years, right? You have at least a lot of 10, 15 years still in the as a role of a billable roles.
Yeah.
If you are 20, 22, 18, 20 years experience, I would say go for PMP because you can no longer be billable.
Okay.
Got it, right?
Yeah.
That way. See, I don't want to give a generic answer. I just, when I know I can give a better, that's why I'm asking these questions.
So at this current point of time, as per your expertise, you recommend PMI-ACP to be better suitable for me instead of PMI-PMP.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. See, number one, you are in the on-site coordinate, on-site, right?
Yeah.
And your ability to manage multiple projects. See, again, in the on-site, you may not be dedicated to only one project.
Correct. Yeah.
You are dealing with multiple projects and you also need to delegate and create a second line of leaders there.
Yes.
And you will always have X resources and you need to deliver 2.5 to 3X.
Correct.
So ACP will help you in playing around, either you call Agile or Waterfall, you will be meeting those needs.
Okay.
You may not be exceeding the needs, meeting the needs. I am very careful in my words.
I think I will have a one-to-one catch up with you, maybe if not today, maybe tomorrow, or let me know whenever it is. I think
Yeah,
because let's others.
you speak to StarAgile, they will will connect at a comfortable time to know more deeper.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think if you do not have any queries, shall we go to the next slide? Okay. So the StarAgile, the ACP, 16 hours of a live virtual training where I'll be doing 2 days of a session. My session will have 60% of the session and 40% of the activities. So that while certification is one part, second is I want each one of you to understand the concepts and customize it as per your organization. So that's how the session will be a combination, 16 hours of 2 days session from me and 5 hours of a self-learning to meet the 21 hours. Then there are giving you some mock tests and the case studies. And they give the assistance for you for the ACP application. And the session, whatever we am conducting, the recorded thing will be shared to you. From my side, when you are preparing for the exam, I don't mind helping you out in terms of preparation. Actual exam you need to face by yourself. So it's clear, right, till this? Do you want to take any poll or something like that?
Yes, sir, we can start the poll.
Yeah, can you start the poll?
Sir, you have the access, sir. You can click on the poll option.
Okay, 1 second. Let me do that. Let me look at where is that poll. Yeah, I found the poll. Okay. So shall I send that entire poll?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, all of you please do fill the poll.
We don't have the option of not clear, maybe later. Yes, no. Question number 2. Yes, no, maybe later. I don't.
Okay, which one?
Question number 2. Would
Yeah,
you like
so,
to attend the upcoming PMI-ACP sessions on 19th and 20th? StarAgiles are running multiple courses on that particular day.
okay, so we generally do once in a month one ACP session. So that's the reason they are asking for December. Are you, maybe again your calendar and a lot of things matter, right?
I will reply maybe later.
Yeah. So that is the reason, say we don't want to disturb you. Suppose you have one important deliverable is there. We don't want to disturb you. You say no, we should not actually waste your time, right? That is the reason these 3 options were given. So few more have to answer this. Okay, so shall I end the poll? 2 more has to answer. Whatever is your answer, whatever you feel, please feel free to answer that. How many mock exams are included? You will get an answer from the StarAgile. We will wait for a few more minutes. After the poll, they would answer that. Okay, the poll is ending in another 2 minutes. If whoever have not responded, please do respond. Okay, so since most of you have voted, I am ending the poll. Thank you very much, first of all, to take the time on answering this. Let us go to the next slides. Okay, so let me go to the next one. So So as we mentioned, like it will be 19th and 20th, a weekend batch from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. And they are the contact people for you to guide you on the logistics related things, like what is the material they are providing, how can you access this after the training is completed, what sort of a guidance can be given to you while preparing and while appearing for the exam, etc. Okay. So there was a query about how many mock exams can you answer, Pranay or someone from StarAgile?
Yes, sir. We will be providing 5 mock tests.
Okay, so 5 mock tests. Okay, that's good. So this particular session is mainly to give an awareness on Agile ACP, and more than selling the certification, we just wanted to know, because most of you are already the participants of StarAgile. So we thought like maybe like after CS, some people may want to go in a different direction. So the way they do for ACP, they do the similar way for Safe Agile and other certifications. And we try to give, if what is appropriate for you only, we would be recommending you. So if you have any Q&A, please feel free to ask me using the chat window or unmute yourself.
Shivaram, I need to connect with you offline with the help of anyone from StarAgile. So to take my decision.
No
Either,
problem. They will connect you, no problem at all. They will do that.
yeah, based on that only I can take the decision, because the last 4 months I put effort in AWS, but before putting this again next 3-4 months, because my most of the experience at on-site only, so 8 years in Switzerland.
Yeah, we'll have a detailed discussion over the phone. I will recommend what is appropriate rather than selling one certification.
Yes, that's what. Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Shiva, similar situation for me, because okay, before attending this course, okay, that's what I said, okay, there are 3 courses which are running, okay, on the similar days, okay, since you are from StarAgile, and it's better to be transparent and much clear, okay, which I should also do. 1920 we have Safe Agilist, we have PSM2, we have, I heard now in this that we have PMI-ACP also, obviously. So I am also unclear. So I understand. So when can we connect so that, okay, so that I can make a decision, because it's a week after, right? Following weekend, right?
Maybe tomorrow, I'm from India now. Maybe tomorrow
Yeah.
between morning 9 to 2. I mean, we'll find out the time here. WhatsApp or phone number, we will communicate. Don't worry about that.
So will I receive an email, or would you like to share, and we can then accordingly based on that, I can just say hi to you and then connect maybe tomorrow afternoon, or what's
Okay,
the
let me ask
approach?
you, shall I share my number? Shall I share my number here?
Yeah, I'm fine with it, means if you are comfortable.
I'm comfortable. I need to find out. Okay. So, but you need to say me that we met in this. Okay.
Obviously, perfect. Yeah.
Okay. Because whatever comes from StarAgile, it need to go to only them in that way. Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. So this is my number.
Mm-hmm.
So you can call me maybe after the webinar. We will have a one-to-one discussion, and I would give you a genuine thing what is right for you.
Perfect. 1 second. I'm just making a quick note of the number. Okay. So it's 99400. Perfect. I will. This number is also available on WhatsApp, right?
Yeah, it's available on WhatsApp as well. You can do a WhatsApp call also. That's not a problem.
Yeah, yeah. So I will just text you, and then based on your availability and my availability, we can
We
connect them
will have a
tomorrow.
discussion. Not a problem.
Thank you.
So this is the brain purpose of this is mainly about bringing an awareness on agile aspects, and I mean it's more about what is right for me, right? So that's why we were. It's not about just only promoting, as you said, like StarAgile has different trainings, right? To map the right people based on their right expertise. Your investments are very, very important for us than anything else.
Correct. And it should also match with the current portfolio we are in. If I do some certification, and all this certification, because company doesn't sponsor, we have to self-sponsor it.
Yeah.
And the second thing is all this certification comes with a renewal activity, right? So if I'm not working on that particular domain, if is not there. Your hands-on is much more relevant based rather than just holding the degree or the certificate.
Yes, I agree with you because I know how much I'm paying on renewals. Okay, if there are any more questions, I'm open for Q&A. If not, stay safe, stay home, and let's see. Wish you a happy career journey.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All the best.
Thank you.
Anyone had any queries? I think I have answered all the queries, right? Sharath, have you answered your query?
Yeah. Yes. I was just saving your number so that I can just send you a hi.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, thank you. All the best.